it's Rana, and today I have a layout using Pretty Little Studio, and this layout will be on the blog today, so if you need more information about any of the products used or anything like that, they will all be linked up on the Pretty Little Studio blog, and I'll put a link down in the description box to that. So I am actually doing a page, and it's a title page, in my 6x8 Christmas album. So I do a 6x8, and I've just, instead of doing December daily, I just choose a few things that I want from each year. So several years are in each of the albums, and then I leave those out at Christmas time just as one of my decorations. So this one is the beginning of Christmas 2022, which I haven't done yet in my book. So I definitely want to be caught up before this year's Christmas stuff comes out. So I wanted to get this little title page done when I looked through my book and realized I didn't have it done yet. So I'm using the Comfort and Joy collection, and I love this little wreath, and I've wanted to get it on some layouts, and I just haven't found the perfect place for it. It's one of those things like, I just don't want to use it because it's so pretty and that, so it's going on, and it's the feature of the whole layout. So I am going to pop it up, and I'm using a 1mm foam tape to pop it up. I don't like to pop up a bunch of things too thick in this little album because many of the items in this album they're not in page protectors. So including this one. So it doesn't matter too much for this one. I mean, there's not even pictures on it. But if you are flipping pages and you've got too many different levels, then it may get caught on something on the other side or whatever. So it's just very, very thin foam tape. And I've really been enjoying using that lately. I like how it looks. It just gives you just enough. And then the only thing that I popped up with the 2mm is the word Christmas, just because it was going to overlap the wreath a little bit. You saw me add a different, so I cut down a 12x12 piece of paper to make the background. And then I wanted just a different color and some more torn look because the background paper had some torn bits in the background, and I love how that looked. So I ended up tearing just a scrap of paper that I had, and that kind of goes across the bottom. And I really liked that little hint of green down there, and it gave me another torn edge. So I was going to use the letters, the Pretty Little Studio Alphas, and they were the perfect color, but there were not enough twos. So 2022 takes up too many twos. So I ended up finding these in my stash. They're an older Felicity Jane, which is, not even available anymore. So those are not able, you can't purchase those anymore, but I was just using up stash. So here I am taking some of these little animal stickers, and I found a tiny little bird, and I am adding the foam tape on it because I'm wanting to put it right over top of the C in Christmas. And so I'm going to fuss around with that a little bit because it is very delicate with that little tiny sticker. And then I'm going to pull off a hedgehog to use, and I think another bird as well off of those. They're so cute. But first I'm going to pop up this black and white polka dotted heart. There is black kind of in the background in places, but since I did the Christmas 2022, I knew I wanted to add some more black accents here and there to finish that off. There's the little hedgehog. He's looking right at 2022 there. And then another little bird right over top of the heart. And that one worked out. I'm liking how this looks. I'd love to know in the comments if you do a December daily or a smaller book for Christmas. For mine, I am just doing a few of my favorite photos. And it's just so that I have, like, I don't do every single thing that we do, and I don't do all of the unwrapping presents or any of that. And I do kind of do things different. One year I did, my decorations, but then I put the same decorations up, so I don't want to do that every year. One year I did the Christmas dinner and put pictures of everyone. And one year, most of the years, I do, like a whole family picture. But one year, the kids were being super sweet and were looking at the Christmas tree and the presents that were under it. And I had, it was dark and it just worked out really good. And they were really sweet pictures. So I did that. So each page as you go through, it's not just like the same pose picture in front of the same Christmas tree every single, fourth or fifth page, because I'm doing the same thing every time. They're different. And of course, when you have little kids, even if you did that, they're going to look different because, the kids are aging and growing and looking different. So it wouldn't be a big deal to do that, but I just kind of, change it up a little bit so that it's different in each one. And it's just my thing. I've never been able to do like a December daily. I've never, really even wanted to try and take a different picture every day and do a whole book just for each year, because I've got too many other scrapbooks going for the grandkids, and this is something I can do and leave out, and I enjoy looking at it each year as I'm pulling all of my decorations out. So that's what I do, and I think, do what works for you. So I'd love to hear what you do. May give me some more ideas. I wanted to add some little stars, and so I am popping up a few of those. I had the sticker stars, and then when I went back through the, excuse me, went back through the die cut pack, there were some die cut stars as well. So I'm doing a few of those. You saw me put one of my stars on, one of the sticker stars on a piece of heavyweight cardstock and cut around it just so, it would hold up. Then I also found this little rickrack die cut and a phrase label that I decided to add, and that phrase label says, "It's not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving." And then I'm going to, finishing touch, add this little sticker strip that is stitches, and I love that. It added that one more little bit of black down to the bottom, because the Christmas is a little bit higher. I did it in the, the top portion. And I am going to pull out some gold. It's from Picket Fence. It's called Paper Splatters, and it's liquid gold. And I added a little bit of water, and I used my fan brush and add my little splatters here, and that is going to be it. These splatters are beautiful. They give just, I don't know, kind of a fancy touch to everything you add them to, and I just love those. So thank you for joining me today for this little title page, and I hope you have a great Sunday. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.